series is called TEKUBI JUNAN UNDO. It's translated as wrist flexibility exercises. With the regular repetition and correct execution of these exercises, we'll learn to hold correctly the hand in different positions, which is inevitable for Aikido techniques. It's very important to repeat these exercises in the beginning of possibly all Aikido classes. It's important to do them in a correct way. The name of the first exercise is IKKYO, just as the name of the first Aikido pinning technique. We'll be doing all the series, IKKYO, NIKYO, SANKYO, YONKYO, and we will add KOTE GAESHI, as well as we can do a certain form of GOKYO. Since in this case, IKKYO and GOKYO are practically identical. So the first movement is IKKYO, also GOKYO. We take hold of the back of the hand in such a way that we completely cover it with the palm of the other hand, like this. The thumb that holds touches the root of the other thumb at the wrist, and the index finger braces the wrist all the way around. The remaining 3 fingers will rest on the blade of the hand. Don't squeeze, but maintain a firm grip, completely closed. When we start bending the wrist, the focus will get on the so-called honte point, where your arm meets your wrist, the inner lower part of the palm. Yeah, in other words, the root of your hand. You will be pushing the back of your hand with this area. Put the pressure of the line of your index finger. Practically, you are bending your arm, and we can call this IKKYO, and it looks like this. Approach the middle of your chest. Relax your shoulders. Make a connection between all your body parts and their feelings. Connect the movement with your center, with your pelvis, with your legs, knees, and your feet, which are facing up in this case in the seiza position. This is IKKYO. Change hands. First do it several times on one side, gradually pushing with more strength. 5, 10 times. Repeat again. Relax. NIKYO is built upon IKKYO. It's about turning the hand. And as we can't do the turning with the IKKYO hold, we will reverse the grip. We keep the position of the hand that we're working on, same as in the previous exercise, IKKYO. The thumb will be at the top, and all the other fingers will be at the bottom. And we start turning the hand and the forearm, keeping the elbow down, and we approach the little finger to the body. This is NIKYO. That's the turning of the KOTE part. It's good to hold the thumb as well, as much as we can. Sometimes it can left out. It gives a different power, different effect. So you can do both. Repeat again. You can start all the way from down. This is one way, all the way down. The other is horizontal. From down vertically. Arrive at the same position. And also horizontally. This is Nikyo or Kote Mawashi. Shake it off. Third, Sankyo. Your palm faces away from you. Grasp your hand blade from above. Your thumb touches your wrist. Relax your index. And twist your entire arm strongly through your palm, forearm, and upper arm. Reach inside all the way your back and to your shoulder blades. But keep your shoulders relaxed. Don't lift them. Stretch well. Other side. Do both 5-10 times. Sankyo. This is the third exercise, or Kote Hinari, that's the original name, twisting the hand. Hinari means to twist. Mawashi means to turn. So let's see the first three again. This order is extremely important. Good to keep it as much as you can. With the first one, we fold the arm. With the second, we turn the arm. And with the third, we twist and stretch the arm. The fourth exercise will not be Yonkyo, but instead, first we do Kote Gaeshi, because when we arrive through Ikkyo, Nikyo, Sankyo to this endpoint, from which there is no going further, we will instead turn the arm around completely, all the way to the other extreme. And this is Gaeshi, or turning back, or returning. The little finger will get close to your face. Grasp your hand from behind with your other hand. First twist, and we do the operations in the reverse order. First twist, then turn and fold. This is your basic Kote Gaeshi. Then we can do variations. Change hands. Position your hand correctly. Get hold of it from the back. Twist, tilt, and push down in the center. This is Kote Gaeshi. So this way we get an extra trinity inside the 5 movements. Kote Mawashi, Kote Hinari, Kote Gaeshi. Turning, twisting, and turning out or reversing. So far the series, 4 movements. And then we can do different kote gaeshi variations. You can stretch your arm, as in Sankyo. Stretch. Stretch and bring down. And the last exercise is YONKYO. It's related to the technique called TEKUBI. We stretch the part where YONKYO is performed. We stretch it. Stretch the line. The order of Junjo is extremely important. So you can stretch first quite strongly, stretch it well, stretch the palm, the wrist, the forearm, very tight, and push upward. Stretch down and push your arm into the space. Work with both arms at the same time.
TEKUBI JUNAN UNDO, IKKYO, NIKYO, SANKYO, KOTE GAESHI, YONKYO. IKKYO, NIKYO, SANKYO, KOTE GAESHI, YONKYO.
This exercise is interesting from several aspects. Physically, it makes the area of the wrist flexible, as well as the fingers, the forearm, the muscles that move the fingers. We twist and stretch them. And we create a connection with the other parts, like the shoulders, shoulder blades, both physically and mentally, with the trunk, the center, the legs, the ankles. The whole body participates in this form of practice. Another thing about this exercise is, in my opinion, that we can split ourselves into two, as if having a divided self or divided mind. We play the roles of uke and the tori at the same time. The hand that holds is the tori, executing the technique, and the other hand is the uke that receives the technique. Both must be sensitive towards the other, in such a way that the uke side must be active as well as the receiver, and the tori side must have a passive character, a sensitivity that will help determine the amount of power used in the movements. Obviously, as we work on ourselves, we will feel it. So it's an important tandoku or solo practice exercise. You can do it at several different levels and qualities, and if we practice it correctly, it can have a very positive impact on our overall Aikido practice, including weapons work. So observe again, one hand is tori, the other one is uke. One side is the tori and the other side is the uke. And then change roles.